Hey, welcome back to part 15 of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl walkthrough. We are now officially post-game because in the last episode, we took on and defeated the Elite Four and champion of the Sinnoh region. In this episode, we are going to essentially see what the post-game has for us. Off-screen, real quick, I did go back and defeat any trainers that I missed along the way, saw every single Pokemon I needed to fill out my Sinnoh Regional Pokedex, because our first port of call is, despite what our start menu says, isn't to head to Snow Point City and see Barry. What we're first going to do is head to Sandgem Town. So we're just going to quickly fly out there, where Dawn is going to tell us that the Elders of Celestic Town has something they want to show us. So, you would have noticed we've seen 149 out of 150 Pokemon here in the Sinnoh region. This is how you see the final Pokemon that you wouldn't have seen thus far. Essentially, this is how you see the, I guess, companion, the counterpart, that's the word I'm looking for, the counterpart to the mascot legendary Pokemon of the game you're playing. So if you're playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, this is how you see Palkia, this is how you register it to your Pokedex, if I can get my words out correctly. If you're playing Pokemon Shining Pearl, this is how you register Dialga. There we go, tongue-tied. Couldn't get my words out, but we've nailed it. So just simply speak to her right here at the northern point of the town. Acting up had me very concerned. See for yourself. This is how you register Palkia. Probably the most anticlimactic thing we could do right here. It'd be cool if you could battle it like in Platinum, but well, like battle it and capture it. But oh well, oh well. So if you're wondering, that's how you see the counterpart legendary Pokemon. We are going to head back to Sandgem Town and now speak to Rowan. Professor Rowan is going to be very impressed that we've completed the regional Pokedex. Wonderful, good stuff. And he's going to have a couple of updates, a couple of things to give us, a surprise interaction with an old character, new elements in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, the whole work. So, how you doing, Rowan? PD Winnell, you've come to show me your progress on the Pokedex. I have. So you've seen 150 Pokemon. Bravo, PD Winnell. You've recorded all the Pokemon of Sinnoh in your Pokedex. This will help immeasurably with my studies on Pokemon evolution. Here is Professor Oak. Greetings, Professor Rowan. It's been a very long time. I'll tell you, Sinnoh certainly is a long trip from Kanto. Of course, if it means meeting new Pokemon, there's no distance too great for the likes of us to travel. Oh, if it isn't my old colleague, Professor Oak. I should have expected as much from the world's authority on Pokemon. We always used to joke, where there are Pokemon, you'll find Oak. It's good to see that hasn't changed one bit. Professor Oak, let me introduce you to my young assistant. This youngster has filled every page of the Sinnoh Pokedex for me. Well, very glad to meet you. As you've heard, my name is Oak. I've been hearing a great deal about you from Professor Rowan lately. He's been exuberant in praise about a fantastic young trainer. I see that you live up to, no, that you're surpassed his praise. His praise, I can't speak. You've also got an impeccable sense of timing. You see, I had an errand to run for Professor Rowan on my visit here. He'd asked me to bring the data for the National Pokedex. So, since you're here, let me upgrade your Pokedex with the National mode. So this upgrade is only going to upgrade your Pokedex up to 493. Up to the final Pokemon in the Sinnoh region, which is Arceus. Any Pokemon Generation 5 and beyond, unfortunately, aren't in this game. Not at release, and I don't think there'll be an update in future, unfortunately. So Pokemon between 1 and 493 are obtainable in this game, are transferable into this game via Pokemon Home. Unfortunately, that's not compatible either as of right now. It might be by the time you watch this. I'm afraid it won't be easy to complete the National Pokedex. However, I'm sure you will make an honest attempt on our behalf. Have no fear, Peter Winnell will get the job done. By the way, Professor Oak, what compelled you to visit this region? Yes, I've heard that Ramanas Park is now open. If I remember correctly, it's at the end of Route 221. Ramanas Park has a special system that attracts every imaginable kind of Pokemon from every region. I've come to make certain that system is operating properly. P. Winnell, you should make an effort to visit Ramanas Park too. Oops, I'll be late for my meeting if I don't get going. So Ramanas Park is essentially the replacement to the Pal Park that was available in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. Obviously, there's no need for it anymore with Pokemon Home transferability. The only reason Pearl Park existed back in the day was so you could transfer Pokemon upwards from Pokemon Ruby Sapphire and Emerald and Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that's the replacement. Ramanas Park is home to a whole bunch of legendary Pokemon. As of right now, I'm not certain on how you go about doing that. That's going to be a discovery process for myself. But there will be videos out covering that in a lot of depth within the next couple of days for you guys. So anyway, oops, I'll be late for my meeting if I don't get going. Okay, it was a pleasure seeing the both of you. Bye now. Rowan is also going to have one very special gift for us. Off he goes, as busy as ever. Now, Pity Winnell, I have a gift here as your reward for completing the Sinnoh Pokedex. He gives us the Pokey Radar, which Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, I freaking loved this item. It's essentially, in this game, a way of farming Pokemon with higher IVs, with perfect IVs, as well as shiny Pokemon. However, some of the mechanics behind it have changed. Some of the numbers behind the scenes have changed, and it's made the Pokey Radar a lot more reliant on luck. I'm going to have an in-depth ultimate guide on it in the coming days. It's still a very, very useful item, but it's not as fun to use as it would have been in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So we'll talk about that in an upcoming video. Also, once you leave the laboratory, Rourke appears. How you doing? Hi there, it's been a while. When I heard that you defeated the Elite Four and entered the Hall of Fame, I was straight here to congratulate you. I mean it, great job. All the other gym leaders are really happy for you too. But you know, we gym leaders aren't going to take this lying down. Losing to you was rough on all of us, yet we still have our pride as Sinnoh's 8 gym leaders. Now we're all determined to beat you this time. So, if you don't mind, could you give us all another chance for the Pokemon battle? We'll each be waiting for you at our own gyms. You know where to find me, Auberg Gym. I love the idea that they've all just been tossing and turning and losing sleep because they lost to a 10-year-old child. Now they're opening their doors back up so we can beat them again. Obviously, rematches weren't a thing in Diamond and Pearl. They were a thing in Platinum. I believe it was post-game only, Platinum exclusive. Now you can face them in their gyms instead of a post-game area, which I will talk about in just a second. If you speak to Dawn here, she will also mention her kid sister. Her kid sister lives in this house. And now more Pokemon are going to be open to you. This is one of the ways you go about encountering them. So she's going to tell you about certain Pokemon that are having outbreaks for today. So like Aquity, there's a whole bunch of Smoochum here. This changes every day at midnight. So you can encounter them either just naturally. Basically, when an outbreak occurs, it is very visible on that route or in that area. The Pokemon will be in the overworld. You can also encounter them with the Pokey Radar if you want to shiny hunt them, etc, etc. If we take a look at our map, it's going to mention the Smoochum outbreak. You're also going to notice that Spring Path is open. That is where we are going to head to momentarily. We are now also able to head to the fight area, the northern portion of the map. This was covered in clouds before. You do that by going to Snowpoint City. We're going to do that in an upcoming episode because there is a legendary Pokemon that resides here. We'll get there when we get there. Don't get too hasty. Be patient. Be patient. There's a few areas that are going to be open to us on the map. We're going to get there when we get there. So, would you like to use Fly to go to Veilstone City? Yes, I will. We're going to head to Spring Path in this episode, and we are going to take on and hopefully capture Giratina. Now, in preparation as well for upcoming episodes, yeah, I'll put Golbat into first place. We are going to just remove Golbat from first place for now because he's not going to be required. What else was there to cover? Yes, so we were very underleveled for the Pokemon League. We are just as, if not more, underleveled for the post-game. So we may struggle a little bit. Capturing these legendary Pokemon is actually going to help us a fair amount. Simply due to the fact they are very high level. I'm not sure if I've taken on the trainers that reside on this route, so we are just going to Solid Snake past all of them. There we go. Here we are at Spring Path. The wild Pokemon available in Spring Path are around level 55, so nice to catch them if you are in need of a couple of members higher up in level. We are going to use a repel. For some of the Pokemon that we encounter, repels aren't going to cut it. Our Pokemon's levels aren't high enough to repel some Pokemon available to us. So we'll probably catch 1 or 2 of them just for the sake of, you know, rounding off our team. We're going to climb this wall here. We're going to head to the Turnback Cave, the home of the legendary Pokemon Giratina. Giratina is essentially the Rayquaza to your Groudon and Palkia. It is the third of the trio. They're all synonymous with each other. And this is where you encounter it. So, I'm nervous. We are going to put up our defog. We're going to use defog. I wish the sensitivity on that was a bit better. Maybe you can change that. Who knows? The puzzle here is luck-based, essentially. You interact with these pillars, pass 3 pillars to the sleeping before 30 is passed. Very cryptic, but very accurate. You are basically going to have to go through these doorways, and you are randomly going to be placed in different rooms. You can go about this in any random way. There's no method or rhyme or reason to getting this correct. It is essentially luck-based. If you don't see the 3 pillars within 30 rooms, then you're taken back to the very first room. We could be cycling in and out for a little bit. If I do, apologies. It is totally luck-based. So, like I said, you can do it however you want. You can go in any doorway you want. I'm going to try and prove to you the doorways don't matter by just going the northern door every single time. So hopefully we're going to see 1 pillar soon, please. And then I can discuss a Pokemon that's available to you after you've interacted, there we go, with 2 of the pillars. So that's the first pillar. The bottom number is how many doorways you've went in so far. So we're going to continue going north. Hopefully we see the second pillar relatively quickly. That'd be great. It's good that it kind of tells you whereabout you're at. Would you like to use another one? Yes, please. So there we go. Second pillar. 210. So that's good. We got 20 attempts now to find the third pillar. Once you've interacted with the second pillar there, and that's very lucky, you are going to be able to encounter Haunter. You can find Haunter at level 65, and I've spoken about this evolution line previously. I freaking love this. In a region where there isn't too many great, like, amazing ghost types, this definitely excels in that area. It's a bit of a glass cannon. Its defense is quite frail. Its HP is very poor, but it's an amazing special attacker with a great variety of special attacks, good speed, in fact, incredible speed. Overall, if I run into one, I'm going to catch one simply because it's going to be level 66, which will automatically be the highest member of our team. So, here we are at Giratina. In record time, basically. To prepare for Giratina, I just want to quickly show you my bag. I have acquired 50 Dusk Balls. You acquire them from Pastoria City's Pokemon Mart. We also have X Special Defenses. We are going to try and keep our Luxray alive by using 3 X Special Defenses. I recommend that you save before you encounter this Giratina, as it's going to come in at an incredible level 70. And even if you've taken on every trainer at this point, you're probably not at level 70, but your team's probably a bit more balanced than mine. Just going to remember to put Luxray into first place. While I do remember, without any further ado, let's take this on. So, this Giratina is going to come in its altered form rather than its origin form. We're going to discuss later on how you go about getting the Grisius Orb, which allows you to turn it into its origin form. We are also going to just max out, as I've already said, max out our special defenses, as this Giratina does have a couple of mammoth special attacks. Fortunately, Intimidate lowered its attack. It's got Pressure, which we're not going to be attacking it for too long, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's talk about it. It's its altered form is more defensive, which honestly for capturing it does make it a touch easier, but don't get that twisted. It's still got incredible offenses right now, and it's incredibly bulky. It's a legendary Pokemon. We don't need to talk about it too much. Of course it's incredible. It's also, as of Generation 4, I don't know if this statistic is true nowadays, but this, as of Generation 4, was the only Pokemon that was weak to both of its types, which I think is pretty funny. So, anyway, we are going to try and keep our Luxray evolved alive, just maybe until it's done using its Shadow Forces. It's only got 5 Shadow Force PP. It didn't have Dragon Claw in the originals, so we're going to use some X defenses just to boost. Aura Sphere is fine. It didn't have Aura Sphere either. Christ. Okay, so they've radically changed its move pool. Unless we get critted, Luxray should stay alive, and then we can start paralyzing it, etc, etc. We're going to paralyze it and then start crunching it. It'll survive a crunch, I hope. Paralyzed. It should do, considering there's a 9-level differential here in play. Easily. Christ, it's barely a 5-hit KO. That's defense fell. And Pain Split, I'll take that. Thank you, you just did us a favor. Pain Split could be very irritating for capturing this, because you'll weaken it and then it will use Pain Split. Maybe bring a Pokemon with Taunt. That would be good advice, potentially. But now we can start chucking the Dusk Balls. I recommend Dusk Balls because in caves, Dusk Balls are, bar none, the best Pokeball to use. 2, 3. I thought for a second maybe they've increased its capture rate and we were just going to capture it first turn, and being hyper prepared for it by using these X items was going to be useless. I kind of wish it did catch. 2, 3. It's as easy as that. Maybe they did increase its catch rate. I'll flash on, I'll put a note on screen if they actually did, because I don't want to be misleading you guys. But there we go. Level 70, Giratina, we can add it to our team, just to make the post game a little bit easier. And to frighten any trainer we bump into. Just with the devil Pokemon itself. That's pretty good. I'm very happy about that. Okay, let's interact with this. This is that where life sparkles, where life has faded. A place where 2 worlds overlap. I believe you can just go through any exit just to prove a point. We go north. There we go. We're at the entrance now. That went a lot better than I expected. I was very, very frightened for my team's ability to survive that fight, but we did it. So we're going to leave Sennoff Spring and head to the location of our next episode. Yeah, I'll end it off now. So really appreciate you watching. Hopefully this video has helped. And yeah, see you guys with the next episode of the post game within the next couple of hours. Peace out.